Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Soviet Tier 10 Premium Tank Destroyer, the Su-152 Taran, which is the World War II version of the Object 120. A completely broken version of the Object 120, that is, because this tank is absolutely nutty. It is such a crazy tank. And these two replays I've had in the vault, once again, these are two replays that I've had in the vault for quite a while. For some reason I've just never released them. And it's just an absolutely crazy tank, and that's because the camo value is absolutely insane. You can get the camo down to 237 meters of still concealment with the setup I've got, which is nuts. It is so hard to spot this tank, and there's a lot of times where you can fire at people from like 300 meters or less and never get spotted by them, even after you've fired at them, which is, yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. And add to that the fact that the DPM on this tank is, with the setup we've got, 4,247, which is it's absolutely nutty. It's got 950 alpha, which means it slaps so hard. And actually, 1,000 rolls are not that uncommon, really, for the Taran as well. The gun can be a bit derpy. I mean, with the setup I've got, it's got 0.38 accuracy, but base-wise, it's got 0.37, which is above that 0.35 accuracy where it's getting up to the derpier ranges. So this gun can miss shots, and that can be pretty damn frustrating at times when it does miss some of those shots. But boy, it absolutely slaps when it does. 2.7 aim time is also one that means it takes a little bit to get the gun aimed in, but to be honest, most of the time in a Taran, you are not spotted. So you have all the time in the world, like you're seeing here, to just sit there, wait, and then smash the round in for 997. You see my point? Like, it hits like a truck, and it's got pretty good mobility as well on this tank at 63 kilometers an hour top speed. You don't really hit the 63 kilometers an hour top speed that often, but you can use it to get out of dodge really easily. Use the filthy camo it's got to also keep yourself concealed and keep those filthy shots raining out. And yeah, you'll have a dirty time with the Taran, because it is, like I say, pretty damn OP. The thing is, the alpha's too high, with the camo being too good, and the mobility being really damn nice. It's one of those that 950 alpha is crazy on this tank, and for the reload. The reload is the other thing as well. The fact that this thing reloads so quickly, can stay safe so easily, and really dishes out the damage so consistently quickly. It's a silly tank. It really is. So what do I run in terms of a crew on the Object 120 Taran, or the Su-152, I should say, really. It is the Su-152 Taran. It's the Object 120 in Cold War. So what I run in terms of that on the Taran, it is Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Driving, Steady Aim, Snapshot, and Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks, because like I say, this gun is derpy, and I want to help it out if I can. The Camouflage Expertise to make my camo 10% better, and the Silent Driving to keep my camo good while I'm moving. Because it means that you can just basically, I think you can get the camo down on the move on this tank down to 255 meters of moving camo, which is really good. And it means that you can move into those aggressive bush locations and then be sneaky and not get spotted while you are moving into those spots. And it just helps you have that element of surprise and keep that element of surprise more often. And in terms of equipment on the Taran, I do run the advanced loader, the camo net, and optics. Optics to be able to spot for myself, because you do have 390 meters view range, which is another thing that is exceptionally strong for this tank destroyer. The fact that you actually have really good view range as well, which gets up to 499 meters view range with the optics, which, like I say, keeps your view range going really well. The camo net, because you want to get the camo down to that filthy level, because it really makes this tank disgusting. And the advanced loader to make that filthy DPM even better. So in this first game, as you can see, we're up to 3.7k damage with 845 assistance. We're just pulling down to try and get the gun depression to go into this lower plate at this IS-4, and thankfully we just about get it before he gets a shot into us. That was an awkward moment there where the ridgeline was at a weird angle, and because that is one of the downsides of the Taran, that it has 5 degrees of gun depression, we just couldn't quite get the gun down to get the shot into that guy's lower plate. And yeah, we do have 303 penetration on this AP rounds, which means if we were looking slightly down on the IS-4, we could actually pen his upper plate. But with the angle we had there, we had to hit the lower plate, and we did get that shot in. 1001! Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a roll. That's a roll. Yep. The IS-7 drives around the corner, shoots at the medium tank. Now he has fired. It's like, well, Mr. IS-7, good night, sir. We shut down that IS-7 to help out my M48 friend. Now there's a heavy tank in front, the Type 5 Heavy coming after us. We've got to be careful here because we don't really have any armour, and that Type 5 Heavy could pen us with this HE gun. Although, I always have problem penning these things with HE guns because for some reason it just doesn't get penned a lot. We ricochet off the Batchat there. Oh, Batchat armour. What is that? We ricochet off the upper plate of the Batchat. That's why I always say there's things that have no armour, they have Batchat armour at times. It's for shots like that, because the Batchat bounces some stupid shots at times, just because of angles, and we shot his upper plate at the stupidest of angles, and it ricocheted. We're up to 5.5k damage and 978 assistance. We're just trying to pull in to see if we can get a shot into the back end of this TD, but as we're driving up, we noticed that there's a TD in front of us. Can we get a shot at this Bayer? He's at 958 hit points, which means to kill him we have to high roll. Which of course we do, and we shot down the Bayer for 958. Now we're going for the tank that was round this corner, which is this TD, because that Death Star is flanking our TD and heavy tank. So we drive around the corner, it's like, hello Mr. Death Star, and we shut down that Death Star. We're up to 7.3k damage with 978 assistance. Just waiting for the reload now to go help our friend out against this Batchat that should have blown up earlier. But fortunately enough for the Bayer, and unfortunately for the Batchat, the Bayer actually managed to get his gun down on the target. Now there's only one tank left on the enemy team. It is the TNH TVZ-51. Just looking for the shot into his... We can pen his upper plate or his lower plate with 303 pen. But we do manage to get the shot straight through his lower plate. And we finished the game with a really nice total for the Taran there. Finished with the victory. Top of the team, 6 kills, 7.6k damage, 978 assistance. The ace tanker, the high caliber, the top gun, 1786 base XP. A really nice game for the Taran, but honestly, that's not really that uncommon for a Taran to do that sort of damage. The tank does do some absolutely crazy things, and that sort of damage that the tank puts out is, yeah, if you see Tarans in games, a lot of the time they do tend to do that amount of damage. I mean, it's one of my highest averaging tanks in World War II at the minute. It's like I think I average 4.8k damage in it, and that's not even that high for the tank, because I've seen a lot of people that are averaging like 5.5k in it to near 6k, you know, something stupid like that. Let's say that the damage output this tank puts it, if you know how to play tank destroyers, stealthy tank destroyers, this tank will put you out so much damage. Obviously, if you play it stupidly aggressively and just go and try and brawl on the front lines, it's not going to go very well for you. It's just not going to go very well for you because you've got no armour. But it'll say, if you know how to play that stealthy tank destroyer role, this Taran will just print you damage. It really will. Because you can take it to positions like this, basically not get spotted whatsoever, and then just put out filthy amounts of damage with the 950 damage round that this thing has. So you can see the second replay, we are on Malinovka, and in Malinovka we push this bush over here quite aggressively at F7, and that's because from this position at F7, I might have thought of going to D5, but I decided to try and use the camo of the Taran. The STRV-1030 gets spotted, so we slap a shot into him, because we can, with our gun, which is obviously a 152mm gun, we can overmatch that STRV-1030 really easily, and which is exactly what we did, and we put a round into him for 887. Now we're just trying to get the gun depression to get the shot into this WZ-111QL. Unfortunately, the shot just goes a little bit high and hits his turret. That's where the gun can be a little bit derpy at times, but we're unspotted, so we're now going to try and use this position to our advantage to keep dishing out the damage. So we're just trying to see if we can get some shots into the guys that are on the hill, because like I say, from this position here, if they come a little bit too close to the ridgeline, we can get shots into their side and rear. Just hoping that this WZ-111 pulls out a little bit too much, but actually the T-54E1 is giving us his full side, so we slap the round into him for 800 odd. And once again, look how fast this tank reloads. It reloads so damn quickly. 13.4 second reload for 950 Alpha, that is just disgusting. It reloads so fast. The Conway doesn't quite give us a shot into the side of his turret. There's now a Leopard PTA in a very unorthodox position. So what we're going to try and do is try and get into a position to get a shot into his side. We slap the shot in for 1,050! 1,050? And we set him on fire, and the gorilla managed to shut him down, but 1,050? Oh my lord! Yeah, oh my lord, wow. That is quite the roll there. 1,092! 1,092! Oh my god, we need to calm down. 1,092 on that Waffle Panzer 4 and set him on fire. Oh, that's an oof, but jeez Louise. Yeah, I say this tank does do some disgusting rolls, and shots like that are disgusting. That's the Taran, my people. That is the Taran. But we've realised the enemy team is pushing now from the 1-2 line, so we have to get back and get safe. What I could do is run towards the hill. But what oh my lord, there's another 1,000 rolling a fire. Oh, that's dirty. We really need to calm down. I fired there at that 263 because I was hoping that I wouldn't get spotted, but thankfully we managed to get unspotted as we're going. I could run up towards the hill and just continue going up that way, but what I'm actually going to do is try and act like a scout with my fantastic camo that I have. So we're going to move up towards this rock in the hope that we might still be able to get shots across the 0 line. I didn't actually see the Bayer there. That was like, oh, hello Bayer. Sorry, bro. Didn't see you there. But we know we've got some big cannons behind us. So what I want to try and do is shoot up at the guys on the hill, which I can do from the lower ground over here. But from the little dip in the low ground over here, I can spot the guys that are clearly charging across the JK line, like the 263. And I think there was an IS-7 as well. So I'm going to get myself into the bush and then become a scout. I'm going to become a scout, but I'm not also going to neglect the fact that I have a gun. 1,042! Oh my goodness me, the rolls in this game. Alright, calm down. We're up to 7.1k damage, and you saw those 2 shots fly from next to that house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke over, aim up next to that house, because there was definitely something to shoot from there. We saw the shell there, pop the blind fire, and we only do track damage. Sad times. We actually hit it. So what I'm going to do now is push lower. I'm going to push lower because we've got a griller in front, 263 poking over, who's just got shut down by the griller, and we've just won the hill. And I am lower down. I could run away and get up the hill if I wanted to, and that would get me safe. But I want to become the scout, because we need vision. There is a lot of things that seem to be over here. We need the vision if we can get it. So we end up spotting the VZ-55. We're getting detected. I'm thinking, oh, goodness me. Okay, this is awkward. Right, you know what? I really need to get into this dip in the low ground over here. That way I'll stay safe from what's over there and we'll be okay. Now there's a TD and a medium tank behind us. We slapped the shot in to shut down the Conway with one shot, because obviously they're both one shots for us. The VZ-55 gets shut down. Now we've got a shot into the E50, and it's like, well, I can shut this guy down in one shot, so let's get the shot into the side of his turret. In fact, into this side. Oh, the gun derps, and we ricochet off the front of his turret. That's not good. We needed that E50 dead, because that E50 is now in an awkward position to get across firing me. I can't quite get the spots, down towards our cap. And that E50 is definitely a problem in that regard. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke into the bush once again to try and spot what is coming across the cap. And we spot the Waffle E100. We get a shot into him for 900 odd. The E50 behind us is now, well, dead. We've got the STRV-1030, which I'm not too concerned about because he is in the open and he does get shut down. And in fact, the E50 isn't dead. That E50 actually is behind a rock and gets a shot into us. Like I say, it would have been nice to have the hit points from that guy's shot there if that guy just died. The IS-7's now coming over and the medium tank, but I'm still lighting these guys up. The Chisel gets a shot into us, which puts us down to a one-shot, but we get a big shot into him. We're so close to 10,000 damage, but unfortunately, the Chisel manages to get the shot in to shut us down, and that was the end of our game. But fortunately enough for us, with the vision we put out there, the team managed to carry the rest of the game to the victory. We finished with the 3 kills, 9.7k damage, the 1800 assistance, ace tanker, confederate, sniper, high caliber, 1774 base XP. Just imagine if that shot had hit the E50, would have had 10k. But a pretty damn nice game for the Taran, which, like I say, it's a pretty damn OP tank. It's an absolutely crazy tank. But 2 pretty damn nice games nonetheless. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success.